Did Pushya Mitra Shung, the first ruler of the Shung Empire, really bring about the end of Buddhism in India? This question sparks a fascinating exploration into India's ancient past. Pushya Mitra Shung, a military general who seized power around 2 centuries BC, was the founder of the Shung Empire in Magadha, a historical region in India. His reign was marked by significant military and cultural achievements, but an intriguing aspect of his rule centers around his alleged hostility towards Buddhism. Historical texts such as the Ashokavadana paint Pushyamitra as a vehement adversary of Buddhism, suggesting he aggressively sought to suppress the religion. These accounts tell tales of the destruction of Buddhist monasteries and the persecution of monks. However, the authenticity of these claims has been the subject of heated debate among historians. Some argue that these accounts might be exaggerated or even fabricated, a product of political or religious bias. So we are left with a conundrum. Was Pushya Mitra Shung truly hostile to Buddhism, or is this a misinterpretation of history? To understand the downfall of Buddhism, we must first understand its rise. Buddhism first bloomed under the nurturing wing of the Mauryan Empire, specifically during the reign of Emperor Ashoka. Ashoka, deeply moved by the horrors of war, embraced Buddhism and became its most prominent advocate. He erected edicts and stupas, spreading the teachings of Buddha far and wide. The political and social climate of the time provided fertile ground for the seeds of Buddhism to take root and flourish. The Mauryan Empire, however, was not eternal. As the empire began to crumble, a new power emerged from its ashes, the Shung Empire. The Shung Empire, under the leadership of Pushya Mitra Shung, was seen as a stark contrast to the Mauryan Empire, particularly in terms of religious favor. Where Ashoka had embraced Buddhism, Pushya Mitra Shung was a staunch supporter of Brahmanism, the predecessor to modern Hinduism. This shift in power brought about a significant change in the religious landscape of the region. Buddhism, which had once enjoyed royal patronage and widespread acceptance, began to lose its stronghold. The edicts and stupas erected by Ashoka were no longer maintained with the same fervor, and the teachings of Buddhism were slowly overshadowed by the resurgence of Brahmanism. But was this decline of Buddhism the doing of Pushya Mitra Shung? Did he, as some suggest, actively suppress Buddhism, or was Buddhism's decline a natural consequence of the changing political and social climate? As the Shung Empire took power, Buddhism began to lose its stronghold. But was this the doing of Pushya Mitra Shung? So, did Pushya Mitra Shung destroy Buddhism in India? What we've seen so far presents a complex picture. The evidence, while intriguing, is far from conclusive. It's crucial to remember that attributing the decline of a major religion like Buddhism to a single individual or event oversimplifies the historical realities. The rise and fall of religions are intricate processes, shaped by countless factors over extended periods. While it's tempting to point the finger at one individual, the decline of Buddhism in India was likely the result of a myriad of factors, a tapestry of events woven together over time.
Welcome to the world of learning with the professor. Here, we dive into the thrill of knowledge, from the adrenaline rush of sports to the intellectual of science, and even the profound wisdom found in religious texts and teachings. Subscribe and stay tuned for more. It's like having a university at your fingertips. Your journey discovery starts now. Remember, every new subscriber fuels our passion to educate and entertain. Thank you for joining this adventure of learning with the professor.